Get in.
Storm shield number 4, I think. In this one, I'll place the west amplifier. It's challenging due to the space, which is why I left it for later. But you know what to do. Clear the area a bit, place the amplifier and protect it. I'll reinforce this one. We won't have much room for many tunnels. And clean up the path in this area, so we'll have material to set up the block across the centre horizontally. Following the pattern we used before, we'll also cover the left corner. Husks can throw things at us from this position, and we don't want that. So we just cover it up and we're ready. I did it in a triangular shape, but the design doesn't really matter. That way we won't get invaded from this area. So we cover it all, and then we upgrade everything. I know it can be annoying and tiring, but it'll be best for the country. Upgrade every last piece, and after that, we can move on to the amplifier. For this amplifier, you could say we're in a hole like in the Depression, so what we'll do is create a trap pool to sink into our despair, and it's quite common for protecting objectives at higher levels. They'll come to attack us from all sides we won't be able to reach them at the moment, so we'll create a fortress as if it were our soul strengthening, so that when they approach, our spirit doesn't break. We'll start with some tunnels on the left side. It might seem complicated, but it's one of the most basic things in Save the World. It's a tunnel with side coverage and layer traps. We close off the area where we can't build, and they'll easily move in the direction we want. I didn't make the tunnel completely straight because that front trap will add damage as the husks pass through. And we can keep adding more things to the tunnel.
No.
Please remember to always upgrade everything we build.
Sorry.
Now that we've blocked the main entrance, we'll have a path on the left, which will simply block off. If anything manages to get through, we'll place a 4x4 trap cube to stop them without a problem. Aquí merito. And that's how we'll start with the tunnel down here. We'll add some spaces on the left for anti-air traps since the husks won't pass through there, and try not to place a ceiling in this part. The husks that fall won't reach our trap zone, and we'll need many anti-air traps for this entire area. And this is a classic old-school tunnel. You can add paths and even obstacles to delay the husks further. For the trap pool, we'll put a ceiling of about 2 or 3 in height. I prefer 3 for the tire traps. They are usually the best, and it's more comfortable to build them here. And you can do it with 2 for the area damage trap. Now you can start with your creative side. It's a personal preference. I'll show you how I built mine with constant damage, but it's a jumble. Mostly it's delay traps nearby and wall darts. This way, I can put low walls with more damage traps and create a maze using the height. And try not to close off the lanes completely, or they'll explode everything down here. Near the natural tunnel on the left, I placed some area damage traps, but without touching the mountain edges. I added traps that slow down the husks as they pass through our maze, and included plenty of anti-air traps. Lots of anti-air traps. Now let me give you a mini demonstration of how my trap pool works. And we can take them out from above if necessary. Now for the northern tunnel, since we can't cover more area, we'll just create a simple tunnel with the entrance having area damage, and it will connect to our previous construction. We can add a bit more blocking in this area and add traps throughout this part, using every area for maximum damage. It will be very useful to place tire traps on the ramps, and the blocking with traps so that the husks don't use those paths. This will reduce the number of husks that pass through the tunnel. And upgrade the tunnel. They'll blow it up if you don't make the improvements. This is a basic diagram of an open tunnel. I'll leave it there as if it were part of a museum.
Here we go! From the north. Surprise. an attack from the south.
Oh, Meat Bus is here! Tiny-footed wall puncher! Dash beat!
We have a break in the action.